Yeah, there is no separation. There is nothing that is actually happening by itself. Everything somehow seems to be connected. It's just one thing, if I should say. All stories may they may seem to be different, but it's just somehow this energy appearing as stories. This energy is never divided. It is one. It appears as something asking questions. It appears as something giving answers. There is no separation. To say, I love this message or I hate this message is the same because it is the same energy saying those words. To say, I love God, I don't love God, um, I'm bored, I'm tired, I'm bored, I'm very excited, I'm happy. It's the same energy. So there's no separation. It can be seen that it's just words appearing and disappearing. Some words may appear to take another direction. Some words may appear to take another direction, a different direction, but it's still the same energy appearing as words, appearing as movement, appearing as laughter, appearing as thinking. So you can't really divide this energy. There is not even a you to even do that because even what appears to be a you is still the same energy. So there's nothing to be done actually because everything is this. No matter what seems to be done, it's beautiful. It's still an expression of the very same undivided energy, indestructible energy that can only transform itself to appear as different things, different movement, different words, but it's still the same energy. So you can't really do anything. The energy is doing itself. There's no you to do anything. It's beautiful.
What is energy? My wife was talking, just about how you get these gaps in your education sometimes. We were looking at clouds. She's like, what causes clouds to do that? I was like, I don't know. And then she said, I don't understand energy. I mean, she meant electricity, but I
Yeah,
think basically it's the same, right? Energy and electricity are the same. And I have no idea what electricity is. I don't know if anybody understands what it is, right? It's completely mysterious,
yeah, it is. It is.
but it's a lens by which everything could be seen, right? Because I mean, matter is just different forms of electricity, different ways that you know, molecules combine.
Yeah. All things appear from the same underlining reality. if I just say the electricity, the word, uh, particles, the rain, the weather, everything, you know, everything, including the voice, that's which is talking right now, that's which is listening. It's just you can't divide anything. There's no division. There's no dividing line. It is all there is. It is neutral, yet appearing as the opposites. In that neutrality, there's really nothing to be done. There's really nothing to do. They can be just saying, which doesn't include someone seeing. It's just seeing. It's just seeing that all there is this. And that which sees can't really see itself because it is nowhere. It is everywhere and nowhere. It's it's all there is. It doesn't mind the stories. It doesn't mind anything because all there is it. All there is this. It just doesn't mind. It doesn't say the other. It sees just this as itself. So it doesn't mind what is being said, what is being spoken. It may seem to reply, to respond to any question, but really the question and the answer are the same because it is the same uh, boundless aliveness or appearing as the answer and the question and the answer. So really, there's nowhere to get to in a sense that the question that is being asked, is just as well the same as the answer. So the question itself is the answer. You can say like that. When it is said that, or when it is asked that, who am I? Who am I? What am I? That question as it is, it doesn't require an answer. It doesn't require an answer in a traditional way of giving an answer when somebody's asking a question. It's just a question for that to look for that apparent self, separate self to look. Who are you really? What are you? As what are you asking a question? As what are you looking? As what are you searching for the totality? So somehow, when an answer is given, it may seem to be premature in a way, because it doesn't really require an answer. It's just to look and recognize that there's just this.
Do you know what a koan is? Koan?
A con?
Koan.
No,
It's
no,
spelled like,
never.
let me see if I can type it in the chat here. Koan. Maybe you've seen it in print. So koans are like Zen Buddhist Uh, riddles. They're riddles, essentially, that the masters would give monks to concentrate on. And the idea is that there was no answer, right? There was no logical answer. There was kind of an answer because they sort of pointed towards alignment, but um, so they would think about them and think about them and think about them. But the question was really the answer, right? The question was the purpose for them to basically think till they gave up, I think. Let's see.
To get to the end of themselves, in a way.
Right. Famous one is what is the sound of one hand clapping? What was your face before your parents were born?
Mm.
Let's see if there's other ones here. Oh, I don't. They're not popping out of the interwebs here. All I can find online is the answers. That's funny. What was your face before your parents were born?
Mm.
Right? I mean, there's no answer, but that points to what you are really. Yeah.
Yes.
So you didn't even have to think about it.
Sorry?
You didn't even have to think about it.
Yeah, you can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah, there's nobody to do anything already. The mind may seem to um, survive in a way. Of course, what I am saying is just a story. May seem to survive when there is only thinking about the objects, the apparent objects. But when you focus on the space, there is no thinking about the space. Somehow it struggles to try to think about something that is that there is an object that can be seen, that can be memorized. So when you try to memorize the space, it can't be done. So the mind somehow seems to collapse, you know, and there is thinking about nothing or trying to memorize nothing. And it is always seen that there is no mind. It doesn't exist.
Yesterday, I got some vaccines. I got a bunch of vaccines um, to prepare for a trip to Africa. So you know where the way the vaccines work, right? They pump you full of dead germs, and your body develops antibodies to those germs. But in order to do that, you have to have an immune response. Basically, have to get sick, right?
Yes.
So last night I was just having nightmares, meaningless nightmares. I guess kind of work nightmares, but just like things that were really important that weren't important. Even in the dream, I'm like, this isn't important, but there was just this force of importance. So as I slept, tried to sleep through the pain, uh, I just would always remind myself that, there's nothing but this, um, you know, that there's nowhere to get to, that there's nowhere to, sort of an Nkosi line started to come through my head. And it's sort of like, maybe not this too shall pass kind of an attitude, but it was just sort of, um, not owning it, letting it slip over me, I guess. So that's how I spent my night. Not owning the nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's such a good example because it's such a silly thing,
They're
right?
just they were just
Go ahead.
yeah. I was saying they are just appearing from you. They can be seen appearing. They don't belong to you because they don't belong to nothing.
Right.
Belong to nothing.
And it's such a ludicrous example because, you know, I know that my body's not fighting anything. Right. I know that I'm not sick, but your body tells you you're sick. So it's such a strange, you know, it's kind of a nice metaphor for this line here. Do. If nothing is done, then all will be well, right? I mean, your body's desiring to fight this thing, and that's what makes it sick, even though it's nothing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when as well the attention is focusing on the being sick, that may seem to continue as well. But when you don't give that your attention, it dissipates. Whatever you focus on seems to grow, to
Yeah.
expand, you know. Yeah. And the body as well can heal itself sometimes when somehow there is that when it is allowed to do that, it can just simply heal itself. Just by going to sleep and wake up when the pain has been there, you find out that it's no longer there. It is aliveness. Even what appears to be the body, it is aliveness. All the cells are alive. They can also respond to what is being spoken. And when you say I'm healed, you are healed. When you say I'm sick, you are sick. The universe responds to your words, what you say. I'm well, you are well. a mirror. So that the I or the me, the separate I, can never really be found because there's no separate I. It's the I of everything. It is the one I that is undivided. There's no Nkosi's I and Charles I or Margaret's I or George's I. It's just one I.
There you go with George again.
It seems to come up, all the time. Whenever I'm making examples, I don't know how.
The interesting thing about the Tao is it's these are instructions. You know, not exalting the gifted prevents quarreling, not collecting treasures prevents stealing, not seeing desirable things prevents confusion of the heart. You know, I mean, this idea of the way can have so many definitions, but it could be like the way things are or the path, the bridge. It
Mm,
reads both ways. The entire book reads both ways. You know, it will point to, you know, the underlying, but also provide bridges for people to understand. It's very bridge centric, which I thought would be
yeah.
good for us. One of the reasons it would be good for us to read.
Mm,
But I think
yes.
it threw me, I think that threw me because it was always a goal, you know. If it's a way and there's a destination.
Mm. It is no way.
There's no destination.
Yeah. There is no one even to be on the journey. There's no one to walk the path. There's no path. Just this. And this is immediate. It is not in the past. It is not in the future. It is not in the present. It is timeless, if I should say. It is just this. Timelessly present as all there is, or as everything. It's not present as something that can be grasped, that can be seen, that can be lost and found. It's just everything, including the rain, thinking, feelings, sensations, thoughts. It is everything. It is no way. It is already. There's no one to think about it. There's no one to try to find it. Or even trying to find it is already it. It's already there even before anyone can appear and try to search for it, look for it. It can never really be found in the caves. It can never really be found on top of the mountains, in the jungle. It can never really be found anywhere. It has no location. It is nowhere. It is also everywhere. It is all there is, even appearing as asking questions, reading the Tao, explaining, sharing, understanding, lack of understanding, getting it, not getting it, seeing, not seeing. It is everything. It is undivided already. Not seeing is it. Seeing is it. Not getting it is already it. Getting it is already it. Resting or not is already it. Awake and sleeping is already it. You can't go wrong with this. You know, there's no one to be misled. There's no wrong path or right path. There's nowhere to get to. There's no path to walk on. There's nobody to walk on the path. There's just this already, this totality. So this doesn't say there shouldn't be any meditation. It doesn't say there shouldn't be any seeking. If seeking arises, it's just what's happening. If meditation arises, it's just what's happening. There may seem to be a meditation there happening, but the meditation itself is already happening from that which isn't really meditating. It's just there. It's not a man, it's not a human being, it's not a woman. It's just there. There's nothing. Yet appearing as everything.
And Kosi, I'm gonna have to go. I've got a little meeting.
Okay. All the
Okay,
best.
thank you.
You're welcome.